Welcome to a MusicMaster video about something brand new in MusicMaster CS version 3.4 and going forward from there. It's called media sets. I'm going to explain to you how they work, how to set them up, and the different ways you can use them. So first off, a media set is a means of scheduling alternate versions of a song without actually having to find it. For example, I've got this category full of live cuts of the songs in my regular library. So you see I've got Margaritaville. I actually have 3 copies of it, 3 different live recordings of Margaritaville. Plus I also have the regular Margaritaville studio recording in one of my regular rotating categories. First step is you need to code the songs. So we're going to come up into library maintenance and go to attributes, and in the pull down here we're going to select media set version, and I have 3 different versions I've created: A for acoustic, E for extended intros, and L for live versions. Once you've established those, you go in and you code those songs in the media set type field that you can add into your view. So you can see I've already coded all the songs in this category for live. To add songs to a media set, click in that field, and we're just going to double click in there, click the little edit helper, and we're going to do a query via the add icon here. And I'm going to say look in my entire library. I'm going to say look at the title field for Margarita. There we go, and hit enter. Here's all of my songs that have Margarita in the title. You'll notice one of them is an imaging piece. I don't want to include that one. So I'm going to click and control click these other 4. So the selected ones are there. I'm going to hit select and OK on this. Now all 4 of those are going to be in a Margaritaville media set, and you'll see that update here momentarily. There you go. So all of those songs are now present. So once you've established that, you can go into your schedule editor, and if you add in the field for media set and media set type, you'll see what you have going on here. So for example, I've got Van Halen Panama, and it says there's 4 songs. If I right click anywhere on that line and go to schedule song, and then we come down here to search for media set members, this will only be available on songs that have media sets established that they're a part of. We'll see all the different media set elements, and we can pick the one that we want to schedule there. So if I want to schedule the Van Halen Panama, the live version here, I just pick it, schedule it, and away it goes. That's the easiest way to handle that. There's a couple other ways. So real quick, on the schedule menu up at the top, you can click the key mapping button. Key mapping allows you to pick and set up shortcut keys, Alt-1 through Alt-0. I chose Alt-1 to search for media set members. So now, instead of having to right-click and select search for media set members, I just click on one of those items that is part of a media set, press Alt-1, and I get my replacement list immediately. There's 2 versions of Invisible Touch by Genesis, a live and the original in my 80s category. If I don't want either of those, or I don't want to change it, I just close out of there. Second way you can use this is you can build essentially a filter on a clock element position. So I want my jocks to be able to talk right out of a traffic break over the intro of a song. Thus, I want to schedule extended intros when they are available. Here's my traffic merge and the first song after it. I click the edit helper box and go to properties, and down here at the bottom, again, this is in 3.400 and beyond, you have media set preference. If I click in there, I get the ability to pick what I'm going to allow or what I'm going to prevent in that position. I've picked extended intro, OK, it says +E there. I've done the same in this position out of my second traffic merge in the hour. Now when I schedule using this clock, as I do here in my 2 p.m. hour, it was my 1 p.m. hour, my bad. In my 1 p.m. hour, you see I've got the extended intro version of What I Like About You coming out of this traffic merge element, and the extended intro version of 2 Tickets to Paradise coming out of this traffic merge element. Had the song that's scheduled there out of the A powers category that is in the clock not have been part of a media set, it would have left it alone. It would have just scheduled the A element there like normal. But when there's a media set available, if there's a song that meets the criteria of that position, it will go ahead and use that as the alternate. One other way you can use these is I've built a clock that I'm going to run on Sundays at the noon hour for my Sunday brunch, during which I want to focus on acoustic songs where possible. I click the icon for Format Clock options, and just like we did on the clock element, I can pick what I will allow or prefer. In this case, I'm preferring and allowing acoustic elements for the whole hour. So any song that gets scheduled here, if it's part of a media set, it will pick the acoustic version. And if it's not part of a media set or the media set doesn't have a song coded for acoustic, it'll just schedule the song that's in regular rotation. And we can see that in action back in my schedule editor in my noon hour. You will see it has lots of songs throughout this hour that are acoustic. And those that didn't have an acoustic version or weren't part of a media set, it left alone. Like my 70s cut here for I Wish, like my cut here for Right Back Where We Started From. Kiss Me, I didn't have an acoustic version available or something to talk about, but I do for all of these other ones that have the special media sets listed there. Those are the different ways you can use media sets in MusicMaster Client-Server. It's also available in the web client, works very similarly. If you have any questions on this or anything MusicMaster related, please make sure to reach out to your MusicMaster support representative.